Hey guys, so it's December 20th. Happy anniversary to my wife that, as you guys know, that have been following my channel. It's been tough because we're in a long distance marriage. I wouldn't call it just a long distance relationship, it's a marriage. And, I had to come back here and work. I've always come back and forth and work, but I used to be able to travel there 2 or 3 times a year, and in this pandemic, I haven't been able to travel because actually some of my work was traveling there and I haven't been able to do that. So that's another story. I want to talk to you about, you make your New Year's resolution. Let me lower this down a little bit. You make your New Year's resolution and you think about, where you're at. Did you finish up this year with your New Year's resolution? And holistically and quite honestly, I haven't. And one of my resolutions was to do a century a month. And so let me give you those stats. I still have, it's the 20th, I still have 10 days to do one more century for December. But if I look past at the year, I did a century on January 17th. I did 105. On April 18th, I did 101. And then on September 5th, it's on August 1st, I can't even read my own writing, I did 102. And then on November 13th, I did 102. So those are the biggest months that I did my full century. Now some of the other months, like on March 28th, I did 79 miles. On July 18th, I did 85, and then July 25th, I did 95, so that was pretty close. On September 5th, I did 78. So I've done some long rides on some of those other months. So I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 long rides. If I do another one this month, that'll make 9 long rides. So it's still not 12 long rides, 12 centuries, doing a century a month. So I didn't make that goal. Overall, my mileage, I did make the 4,000 mile goal. I wanted to do 4,000 miles this year, so I've done 4,000 miles. I think I will get to that. I think I'm like 20 miles away, so that's not going to be an issue. But I just want to talk to you about goals and accountability to those goals, because you're accountable to yourself. You've written it on paper, you've done it on sorry about that. My cameraman dropped the camera, which got a little bit windy here. But you make these goals, and then you make yourself accountable to those goals, whether you're putting it on Strava or putting it on a Excel document or something like that, or Word document, or emailing your friends about it, posting it on your Facebook, posting on your Instagram or any social media. You're kind of displaying your goals, and then you're making yourself accountable to the fact that you're telling everybody you're going to do it. So that's one way you can kind of make yourself accountable. Another way is tech. And as you guys know, I use Polar heart rate monitors and Garmin. I have a Garmin computer on my bike, but I mostly Polar. And I've been with Polar for the longest time, and I have an old video that shows some of my old Polar products that I bought a long time ago. This is the latest Vantage V2. It's got all the latest tech. It's not quite as nice as the new Grid X Pro titanium one, but you're really buying a tech watch for what's inside, not really for the jewelry piece. And this has all the features and all the technology of the Grid X Pro without the titanium case and the rugged looks of it. I kind of like the red, something different. I've never had a red watch. So I make myself accountable, and I look at my data. I look at my data every week. I prepare myself for that next week. I look and see how I did the previous week. am I sleeping good? This gives you a little sleep score and your sleep hygiene. There's some fitness recovery tests. You can do that. I've been taking advantage of that. There's even a VO2 max. It says it's estimating my VO2. I've done the real one where you're breathing in a oxygen meter and you're running on a treadmill. I've done the real VO2 max test a long time ago, but that's pretty extensive, and that's usually done in like an exercise physiologist lab or something like that. That's where I did it at USC. My friend was an exercise physiologist there. But anyway, tech is becoming more and more into the mainstream. Before, only athletes had these cool tech features and tech watches and heart rate monitor straps and power meters and all that stuff, and we're analyzing all the data. Now it's in everybody's smartphone. There's some type of tech feature there that can count your steps. You can put in your nutrition. It's in your it's in all the smartwatches. So it is what it is. You don't have to have the most advanced, the latest, and with this advanced tech that you probably aren't going to use unless you're going to study up on it and learn how to use it. I've learned how to use it because that's what I'm passionate about, and it's kind of translated into now that I use tech for healthcare. So that it makes sense for me to dive deeper and deeper into this topic and deeper and deeper into what tech can do to motivate you with reminders, with alerts, with setting up trending analysis and things like that. Setting up your goals. At the end of the day is what have you done and what are you continually doing to keep yourself healthy? And that's why I've named this YouTube channel, and that's why this is me, you guys. This YouTube channel is not so much about sales. It's not any sales. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but it's not about sales or anything like that. It's just a journal that I just want to provide this information to you guys and talk about it because it's what I'm passionate about, and I hope that it reaches somebody somewhere in this world that's like, hey, you know what? If I set a few goals and I make a New Year's resolution and I make myself accountable to something that I posted on social media, something that I posted about what I plan to do, and now I've done it because I've made those goals and I've made those steps and I'm taking action every day. Take action, you guys. Take action and be accountable to yourself. And I really feel that if you do this, you will have a better life because of it. Everybody comes from all walks of life and has different circumstances that they're born into, but the actions you take from there is what creates your future. And good luck, everyone, and I'll update you more with my goals, and I'll tell you what my New Year's resolution is for 22 on my next one of my next videos. And please like and subscribe.